Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Dratnos' WoW Let's Play. Alright, we are here in Brill. Brill, of course, being the undead town. Not the undead capital city or anything, but an undead town. There's a statue of Sylvanas, Lady Sylvanas Windrunner, the leader of the Forsaken. Let's go ahead and flight path our way to the lovely Undercity. Actually, let's check our mail. Let's see if we've got any mail. Gilbricks. For your prof. For later in your prof, sorry. For later in your profession, that means. Enjoy! A jewel crafting recipe. Guild help. When are you usually on WoW? Then I can join your guild. I don't know, it depends on the day. Right now I'm on at 9 AM realm time, but yesterday I was on at like midnight realm time, so anytime, but you can actually find anybody in the guild and whisper them. Just type /who drat, and it'll bring up a list of everybody who's got drat in their name or in their guild name. And that'll work for you. Okay, let's head over to Undercity. See what kind of quest we should be getting on here to keep our leveling going here. We're at level 28 right now, which is pretty good, but we want to be keeping on going, and we'll do a few episodes now that'll be mostly just questing, because it's time that we actually started leveling up once more. It's been like 10 episodes where we've just been like level 28 and doing superfluous things, and so now it's time to level up. Is the idea. So we'll be doing a little bit of lore stuff, a little bit of questy stuff. We'll be doing more battleground stuff. Probably not for a while, because it's kind of difficult to be doing battlegrounds when you're relatively undergeared, which is what I will be, especially since I won't have run any dungeons. Because like, I'll be in greens from questing. I could be in blues from doing dungeons, but people in heirlooms are pretty much in automatically level appropriate blues, which is very, very powerful at our level. And also there are some that have certain PvP statistics on them that we just can't get at this level without having heirlooms, which is what we will have access to eventually. So here's the War Chief's command board. We have a command for Arathi Highlands or a command for Northern Stranglethorn Vale. Let's go ahead and go to Arathi Highlands. All able-bodied members of the Horde are hereby ordered to report to the Dark Ranger Alina at Galen's Fall. The Dark Lady's forces need your help to expand the dominions of the Horde and drive back the Alliance interlopers. To reach the Arathi Highlands, travel east from Hillsbrad Foothills, and follow the road past Thoradin's Wall. Destiny calls! Alright, let's speak to our bat handler here. And we can get to Galen's Fall and Arathi actually directly by flight. So I guess they changed something that allows you to actually go to all level-appropriate flight paths as you're leveling up. In the old WoW, and not even that old, like a few patches ago even, as far as I remember, you had to actually discover each flight path in order to go there, even if, like, right now we're level 28, so it looks like the game is automatically giving us access to all level 28 or below flight paths. And they're not actually level restricted, I don't believe, either. Like, you could go to a level 55 zone, and hit a flight path there, and you could learn it, I think. But it looks like it's automatically giving us everything in a zone that is at or below our level, which is, you know, it's somewhat nice, but it also means that we're gonna miss out on, flying or riding around to places and saying hi to all the flight paths so that we can get all of the different places to fly to. But it's okay. It's okay. I think it's a net positive change, but that's the problem I think with a lot of these changes to WoW, is that they are like good, but they also remove some of the original like charm of the game. And the problem is that the game's kind of run its course in terms of like attracting new players. At this point, the game is kind of in the declining stage of its popularity. It's like the subscriber count is dropping for the first time in quite a while. It got up to like 11 million, and now it's I think down at like 10 or 9 million. And I think that the way to make it go back up is not to just keep making the game more and more accessible. I think everybody who wants to have accessed the game has already done so. And I think instead what you need to be doing is making sure that your current players are not feeling alienated by changes to the game. And I know in a lot of cases the game changes actually seem like a great idea, and they usually are like objectively good choices, but removing some of the original charm makes it much easier for people to leave the game. And I think that's what you should be avoiding if you're a game designer. This area is very cool. Let's see what level these guys are. Yeah, that's level 35. We can be up here next pretty soon, actually. And there's some very good questing here as far as I know. So we'll maybe come up here at some point. This is the Western Plaguelands. That's Anderhall, City of Anderhall. You might remember that if you played Warcraft 3. Indeed. And here, Darrowmere Lake. Over there, is Scholomance, which is a like an undead school for sorcerers, warlocks, all that nonsense. There's actually a dungeon you can go into. It's very cool. You can see that the sky sort of changes as you fly to different areas. That's it's a pretty hokey little effect sometimes when you go between those sky changes so quickly, like when you're flying. But it's quite cool. Also, you'll notice that the sky, like this combination of clouds and stuff in the sky, doesn't stay this way. It changes, and the sun position in the sky changes based on time of day, which is always pretty cool. Like it goes through one full day based on your realm time. That's where the sun will be, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Here we are, flying down into Hillsbred Foothills, which is where we could have continued questing, but since it's green and probably below our level at this point, because we leveled up a bit away from questing, we'll go ahead and leave that, and what we can do... Ooh, hello. What's this guy? Cranky Benj, a rare. Meh, not worth going all the way up there to kill him, but it's nice to know that there is a rare turtle that can be in this little river. Anyways, I don't think it's really worth our time to be continuing questing here, especially because what we can do is we can come back at level 85 and try and get all the quests done in order to get certain achievements, like Lore Master, where you have to complete like pretty much every quest ever to get this achievement, and I think we can do that because I think we can make questing fun with reading the quest text and all. Alright, here we are. We're crossing into Arathi Highlands. Thoradin's Wall, between Hillsbred Foothills and Arathi Highlands. And here we are on the Arathi side now. There's some elemental circles of binding that sort of litter the terrain around Hillsbred Foothill, or Arathi Highlands, rather. Alright, here we are. Galen's Fall. Let's talk to some people. Ah.
What now?
At last, the War Chief's reinforcements have arrived. The Dark Lady has plans for you, as she does for us.
Goodbye.
Be prepared, Dratnos. You will cast the first blood upon this land for us. The Syndicate, as they call themselves, are cowardly humans who betray even their own kind. Their isolation will make them easy prey. Travel north and slay any Syndicate members you find, and claim Northfold Manor in the name of the Forsaken. Bring me the bloodstone amulets they wear as proof of your conquest. Cool. There's the Fallen Prince of Stromgard. Stromgard Keep. It's that keep over there. I believe the humans now have control over it. Although that guy, of course, used to be the prince of it. Maybe we'll get to reclaim it.
I haven't got all day.
No threat here will go overlooked. If we are to secure these lands under the Dark Lady's rule, we will tear from them everything living, inch by inch, piece by piece. To the northeast, not a stone's throw away, this camp is an ogre man. From this camp is an ogre mound. The boulder-fist ogres that dwell in it must be eradicated, warrior. They are in the way. Show no mercy or hesitation.
What is it?
The harlot, the swine. Kanata still lives. Her family healthy and prospering while I suffer. Forsaken indeed. My family is gone, taken by the plague. Our estate is also forfeit, looted and burned during the war. And after all that, she and her lousy children had the audacity to steal the only precious belongings I had left. I don't care about the things they stole anymore. What I want now are their heads. Kill them for me. Go to the Dabirai farmstead in Arathi, northeast of Refuge Point. Alright, so we've got 3 different quests in 3 different areas. Oh, somebody's just earned the title Ambassador of the Horde, which is you get exalted reputation with all 6 Horde factions. Then you get the title Ambassador. It's, yes, very true. Very true. Alright. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go up here and we'll kill those, Syndicate... Sorry. Oh, look, a raptor. Velociraptor. Strider, I believe they're called here. I think they're called raptors throughout most of the game. Creeper, which is this game's name for spiders. It's funny that Creeper is this game's name for spiders. Whereas in Minecraft, Creeper and Spider are 2 different things entirely. Alright, here we are, Northfold Manor. Let's go ahead and, battle shout. And charge. Oh my god, I've forgotten to learn my abilities still. Oh, this is going to become a serious problem at some point. Ha! Ha! Execute! Whew! Nice. And we've gained one of those grizzly trophies that we need to get for the Dark Moon Fair thing. 250 total kills by the time the week's up. I think we can manage that. Ha! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can I get him? Ha! Uh-oh. Many attackers here. We've been charged. It's okay though, because they're a bit below our level. Not too much, but a bit. Enough for us to quite easily take these guys down. Also, because we're a tank, it becomes quite easy for us to survive as long as we don't pull too much. Problem would be our damage output, in that it might be tough to get things killed before... If there are things that are high damage output, it'll be tough to get them killed before they output us sometimes. They get us dead. Here's a Pathstalker. That's, I think, their name for their hunter class, or their archer. Gotcha. Gotcha. We're getting a reputation with Ravenholt, which is, Ravenholt has an interesting history behind it. It's an old faction. It used to be the Rogues faction, but it was never, like, fully implemented. Now I think it might be a little bit more implemented, but in order to actually get your reputation with them up to Exalted, you had to spend, like, many, many hours in game time, because it really wasn't set up properly, and so you had to do some finagling to actually manage to gain reputation over a certain point. And there were people who did that, and there is actually a feat of strength called Insane in the Membrane, which is, it gave you the title The Insane, and you could do it, in order to do it, you had to raise your reputation to Exalted with a set of different, factions, all of which were ridiculously hard to get your reputation with. I think they removed Insane in the Membrane, when they rearranged the factions in Cataclysm, but in Wrath of the Lich King, that challenge was available, and it was quite cool. I never actually did it myself, but I've heard about it, and I've looked through what you had to do in order to get it, and it did not look like an unboring time. Ooh, we have a person in there. Singer. Level 27 humanoid. I'm not sure if that's a quest mob or a rare mob. Let's find out. Rare. Alright, let's get him. Her. Thing. Ha! There are quite a few, or there are not very many people leveling up on this server right now. Most of the servers is at maximum level right now, and it's also quite a low population server. Which means we're going to find quite a lot of rare spawns, especially in the old world, before Wrath of the Lich King area and Cataclysm area. Oh, there's a stealther over there. I can see his outline. I thought I'd engage him there before he engaged us. This highwayman of the Syndicate. Huh. Uh-oh, gotcha. Oh, there's another one. Huh. Victory, or, not heroic throw, there it is. Where I throw my weapon at them. I always get it back, of course, instantly, but it's still a very cool ability. Huh. Yeah. We're getting quite good at putting out quite a lot of damage here. I'm not sure if that's just because these guys are a bit lower level than us, or just because we've been getting some good gear. Huh. 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 Nice. How are we doing on amulets? We need 2 more amulets. Oh, hello. Looks like one of these mobile amulets has come to speak with us here regarding the killing of his comrades. Oh, well, that's too bad. And another one. Another one bites the dust here. Huh. Yeah, look at that damage. It's pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Huh. Huh. Syndicate mercenary. What a silly goose. Let us justice him. That's my new verb for killing bad guys, is justicing them. It's just like bringing justice, except without all of those superfluous words. Just justice as a verb. That's how I roll here. Whew. Okay, anybody in here? Oh yes, there's somebody in here. Oh, there are 2 people in here. Hello. Boom. Thunderclap to do damage to both of them. How am I doing on talents? Alright, good. I don't have any stored up. I'll get a new talent next level though. Victory Rush. Oops, I hit Y instead of T, which brought up my achievement pane instead of performing Victory Rush. Alright. Come on, give me... Yeah, there's the last amulet we needed. Okay. We could either return right now, or let's go to the Ogre mound and get some killing done there. And also, I see an ore vein on my little mini-map here. I'm usually pretty good about not missing these, but I might have missed a few there. Ooh, hello. Another highwayman, may as well. Kill him. Gotcha. Ha! Yeah, but we're also... you can have reputation with the Syndicate. I'm not sure if you can ever get friendly with them, but you do have reputation with them. Ah, no! No, we can't mine the ore in this area. We're gonna get so behind. Is there any tin? Tin vein! We can mine tin. Alright, we just need to kind of get our mining up at some point. We're 85 out of 150 here, so... also, let me see how we are doing in smelting. Yeah, if we just get some silver as well, we can smelt that and get some skill as well. But for now, let's just see if we can find some tin around the area whenever possible. There we go, mining skill 86. We need to find probably about 20 tin veins before we can start mining iron. And the problem is that if we, like, get out of here and we've just learned tin, then the next zone, it'll be, like, iron, which we can now mine, and some other stuff which we can't, and we'll keep being behind. So pretty soon we might actually end up doing a quick mining episode where I just go around and mine some stuff, because we have fallen behind in that, mostly because I've been doing things that weren't questing. Generally, if you're just questing, you'll be able to keep your gathering trade skill if you have one, up at its level. And usually, one gathering trade skill can support economically one profession, like one actual crafting trade skill. However, if you have two crafting trade skills, you might have a bit of a rough time if you're leveling up without any economic support. You might have to just wait on those until you get to high level. Right. Here's another Boulder Fist Ogre. There we go. Down he goes. And here we see a Wither... Oh, there's some trolls over there. Okay. Let's head back to the front of the Ogre Mound. You can usually... There's that little cave logo right there where the mouse cursor is. That'll usually indicate where there's a cave, or that logo. Those usually mean cave. Ha! Ha! Boulder Fist Ogre. So we need to kill... Actually, we need to focus on getting Enforcers right now, because we've got now 4 out of 8 of the Ogres, but we have 0 out of 10 of the Enforcers. So we need to definitely find Enforcers. Hopefully they'll actually look different, so we can very easily pick them out and then kill them. But that's the hope, of course. Alright, there's an Ogre. Can we avoid these guys? Let's see if we can't just head in here and find some Enforcers. There's an Enforcer. Alright, they don't look much different. It looks like it's Enforcers inside and Ogres outside. Okay, that's cool. Huh! 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 Nice. Huh! These ogres are very cool. They're actually, two-headed ogres. They exist. And they're usually the spellcasters. And, or the leaders of the area. Actually, the first big ogre lore figure was Cho'Gall. Cho'Gall was this, two-headed ogre that served under, Ner'zhul and then, Gul'dan, who were both orcs. And what they did is, they were the first orcs to kind of, open up the Dark Portal and come into this, this land, because they're not actually from this planet. They're from a different planet. But those two were the orcs that kind of, Ner'zhul first and then Gul'dan, led the orcs into Azeroth. And Cho'Gall, the ogre, served them. And he actually produced more of his, more ogre kind at the Altar of the Storms, which was what they used for some sort of various different unholy magicking. All right, there's iron deposits here, but we can't mine those. Ah, this is quite embarrassing. I feel quite embarrassed. Lots of iron that I could have had that I will not have access to right now because I'm terrible. I should definitely get a mining episode done at some point. Maybe that'll be next episode. We'll do some quick mining just so that we can be caught up in terms of our mining skill. Because I hate being behind in this. Ah! Hiya! Another Enforcer there. Let's get him. Ooh, there's a Witch Doctor as well, so it looks like the trolls are somewhat involved in this. They're definitely, like, in this area. I don't know what their involvement is, why they're here, but I know that they are here. Ha! Ooh, there's a Searing Totem. Uh-oh. Let's get him. And let's get him. Hiya! Right, ooh, we found a healing potion. Nice. Let us place that in our barzies. And what's this? Agility, so +8 armor, +6 agility, +1 strength, but -7 stam and -5 critical strike rating. We're gonna go ahead and keep our current item for now. Yeah. Yep. Oh no, we still need to get one more Enforcer. Derp. Derpity derp 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 derp. Let's get this guy. Oh, let's pull him this way so we don't have to go all the way over there. Come on, come get some. Come get some, you ogre. You can see the pathing is pretty good, actually, in this game. In this game, actually, if a mob can't path to you, it becomes so you can't kill it anymore. So if it somehow isn't able to get to you to hit you, like if you've gotten yourself perched on top of something that it can't climb, they won't come to you. They'll evade your attacks automatically, so it's impossible to, like, exploit that and just kill somebody from afar without them being able to fight back. Now, in PvP, of course, it's a different story. In PvP, if somebody gets where you can't hit them, you're in trouble. And that's, like, skill play. But when you're killing mobs, like, if I somehow got on top of, like, this tree and started attacking that ogre, he would take, like, one hit, and then he'd start evading, and he'd automatically heal up to full health. Which is, one of the game's counterbalance things. Also, that mechanic still doesn't quite work. This game's a lot like Minecraft in that there are quite a few bugs that have been around since, like, launch and have never quite been fixed. And that's one of them. As soon as they added the evade mechanic, it became... like, there'll be 1 out of every few hundred mobs you see will just be evading all your attacks because it's, like, fallen through the world or whatever. And it's having some strange troubles that way. That kind of thing usually gets fixed every week when they set down the servers, which is at Tuesday morning specific time on the American servers. On the European servers, I think it's Wednesdays. Alright, there we go. We've killed the ogres we need to. You can see we've actually killed 45 mobs this session because of the amount of grizzly trophies we have. Let's go over and do the last little questy up here. To steal from thieves, we need to get Kanata's head, Marcel's head, and Fardell's head. They all have names. Yes, they all actually used to be in vanilla as well. Although I'm not sure if the quest idea was the same. I think you used to get that quest from Hammerfall, which is the Horde settlement that's up here, which we haven't discovered yet. Whew, okay. The Dabirai farmstead, that's what we're looking for. Let's see if we can avoid these. Ooh, there's a 35 Alliance tagged person, so that's the Alliance little base in the area, refuge point. Let's go ahead and see if we can avoid pulling those guys. But there's a tin vein. So we would like the tin vein. Ooh, we've managed to pull the Highland Strider here. Let's get him. Ha! 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 Gotcha! And let's get ourselves our tin. Bing! Bing! Nice. Nicely done. Onwards. Let us ride our faithful stallion. Onwards to victory. That looks like the Dabirai farmstead up there. So let us go up there. Ooh. Silver vein. Lovely. That should give us probably some points, and even if it doesn't give us mining points right now, we can smelt silver. Silver, so they're basically rare spawns of ores. And silver is one such rare spawn. It is, yes, indeed. Silver is the rare spawn of tin, I believe. And for iron, there's like true silver. Alright, there's some Dabirai militia. I'm not sure if we need to kill them. Often, when you kill one of a mob, if you actually do, if there is a quest to kill them, you'll actually get that quest. Sometimes, if it's not offered by any NPC. So let's try killing a Dabirai laborer, seeing if that gives us any quests. Getting a little bit of frame rate spikage here, so I'm just going to restart my recording. I will not be any loss to you. Hang on. And we're back. We're back. Yeah, it seems like that fixed it. Alright, yeah, no, for those of you wondering, I'm no longer recording to my external hard drive because I think that the write speed was too slow. And so that was causing me problems before. So now I'm recording to my primary computer, or to my primary hard drive, which has a bit of a problem associated with it as well, but at least it's playable. Alright, we've pulled far too many mobs here. Let's see if we can't survive this. Alright, we've got one of them down. We can keep using Victory Rush now. There we go. Did we just level up? That is a lucky level up there. Although we would have had this, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, these guys are in trouble now. I can take my time here. I'm a tank. I can take this kind of damage. I just usually I'm usually not able to put out this kind of damage, which is, it's lucky that I've got some good abilities that are letting me do this. Alright, we've got Fardell's head. There it is in our inventory, like that. A lot of games separate quest items from, like, actual inventory items in your inventory nowadays, but not anymore. Not in WoW. And I'm kind of glad that WoW hasn't changed that, although I'm also kind of not glad that WoW hasn't changed that. Because in a lot of games, you'll have your primary inventory, and then you'll have, like, an unlimited quest item inventory. But I think that's one of the changes that I don't think is all that necessary. I never actually really liked having two different inventories, because you had to switch back and forth between them, and it was a pain, even if you did have unlimited quest item storage. Right, let's keep killing these guys. Ooh, dirt toss. That's the ability that's making me run around like crazy there. Oh, trying to run, are we? Oh, and I've been disarmed. Well, that's unfortunate. Luckily enough, I can use my some of my abilities even when I'm disarmed. Not too many of them, but like Thunderclap I can. Ooh, there we go. Another one. Alright, the last one we need to kill, Marcel Dabirai, right down there. Let's go ahead and justice him. Huh! And execute. Gotcha, you Dabirai militia. I think it's the Dabirai family, actually. And it's amazing that they have so many people working for them. Alright, let's just run in here and charge this guy. We'll take as many of them as come. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Let's take these guys down. First to Marcel. Huh. We'll keep using our area of effect ability here. Ooh. And we've been dirt tossed. Alright, we got one. And now we can just victory rush our way to victory. Yes, we can rush towards victory with victory rush. Execute. And then we should get another victory rush. There we go. Awesome. And another victory rush. Victory rush is great because it heals us as well, which is why we're staying quite near full health. So as long as we're fighting multiple small guys, we can always pretty much sustain ourselves off of victory rush. Very cool. Alright. So now let's return to the area there. We're going to skirt the mountainside. Because skirting the mountainside, of course, will enable us to see any ore veins as they appear, and to interact thusly with them. by right-clicking. That's not an ore vein, although it actually kind of looked like one. Let's go ahead and just keep on rolling here. Keep on rolling towards our destination. See, there's an iron deposit. We can't do anything with that. We cannot, unfortunately. However, we can keep looking around. Maybe we can find something that we can work with here. I think I'll partition my hard drive, actually, given that this is still giving me a few problems, even though I've tried now both methods of both recording to an external and not. So what I think I'll do is I'll partition my main hard drive and set up like 100 gigabytes just to record games to. This might not matter to you, but this is my thought process for recording, because my external hard drive is now giving me more problems than recording to my primary hard drive was. Yes, because I think it's just the right speed. I think if I had a faster connection to it, because right now my computer doesn't actually have USB 3.0 ports. It only has USB 2.0 ports, which I don't think can quite handle the 720p recording, especially in the large file size that Fraps does it in. Because Fraps is the program I'm recording with, and what it does is it actually takes the file, and it really doesn't process it much at all. It does a little bit, but it still ends up being like 40 gigabytes per hour of recording, which is a lot of megabytes per second. Many megabytes. Yeah, that's Fraps. Alright, looks like we've gotten pretty unlucky in terms of finding any tin up here. I think tin is probably the rarer of the two ores in this zone. I think this zone is mostly an iron zone. However, maybe we'll get something over this way? No? No? Not feeling it? Alright, let's return to base. We'll just... It's always a good idea if you've got mining skill to kind of skirt the mountainsides whenever possible, because that's where ore is most likely to spawn. There are more ore spawn points. They're actually... It's not like it picks a random spot on the map. There are different ore spawn points where ore can spawn, and it picks between those. But there are more of those in the mountains and up next to hills. You'll very rarely find, like, ore just, like, right in the middle of the field. It'll usually be, like, at least up against a hill like there, or that kind of hill. But usually, like, many in the mountains will be, you'll find more in the mountains or inside caves, which is where you'd usually find ore, so that's, pretty useful. Alright, here we are. Galen's Fall. And there's Thornton's Wall, and those two rhyme. Alright, here we go.
Speak quickly.
Kill them all and bring me their heads. You stand before me as a figure of vengeance, and I bow down before you in thanks. With that cow's death, and knowing that their seed will no longer spread over the face of Azeroth, I can put my energy into something more lucrative. I hope you looted their farmstead after you finished them off. I hope I did as well. Let's see, a mace with some agility and stamina on it. A dagger that just increases our haste rating. Some mail. Oh, that's a nice little upgrade there. Let's take those. Got some new boots. Awesome. Alright. And Dark Ranger Lena.
I am forsaken.
I won't be... Oh, okay. Oops. Yeah, see, there's... So with every quest, you have, like, this pre-completion dialogue, where it actually is, like, have you done it? And then there's actually, like, the completion dialogue, which is what we're gonna see now. Let's see. This is but a prelude to the slaughter we will visit upon these lands. All will know our name. You've done well, Dratnos. Victory for Sylvanas. Awesome. And we'll take those quests next episode, or maybe next questing episode if we do a mining episode next. And here is...
What now?
Excellent. The march of the Forsaken continues. Our next strike against the ogres will bring you further east to Stromgard. The living consider these gutted ruins worth clinging to. Their sentimentality is disgusting. All that Stromgard holds for us is a foul den of more ogres, waiting to be struck down. Travel there and slay their shaman. Should be shaman, I don't think shamans is actually plural. And lords. Ensure what passes for leadership among the ogres is snuffed out. Oops, we just took a quest by accident. I just read through the text, because I'm terrible at everything. I forget. Maybe I accidentally forgot to read the right quest text. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. My name has been Dratnos. I will see you next time. This has been my WoW Let's Play. I'd appreciate it if you could like, favorite, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. That all helps me a great deal. Goodbye.